Hi, it's Hazel and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. I am here today with a haul video and I will get right to it. I'm using the hashtag Thrifty Canucks, Thrifted Treasure, and Thrifty Thursday, and each of those are hosted by some YouTuber, Kim Newberg, Dale from Not Too Shabby Chic, and Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. So this stuff is a combination, I guess, of Goodwill, a new place I found in a new town I happen to be in, and I'll get right to it. This is a package of, and it's kind of good when you can take a peek in the store because, even though the prices tend to be, relatively reasonable compared to new, sometimes we can still buy something that we really didn't want. So this is a pad off, I guess it's a pad off this paper, and who doesn't love hummingbirds and those flowers, along with these stickers. Now I should, these are the kind of things, haircut, nails. Yeah, I'm going to just set these aside and use them in my daily planner thingamajig. I guess I don't need to put that back there. So I guess the beauty of going to some place you've never been before, maybe let me get rid of the things that are more straightforward. This is a package of probably 9 by 12, a little over 9 by 12 felt pieces. Now, I have felt, but I noticed that these were the ones with the sticky back. So if a person ever wants to, and a couple of plain ones, if a person ever, so 6 pieces for 50 cents. If a person ever wants to sort of add a layer of padding to a soft journal cover, this would be a great way to do it because it's, already adhesive and the gluing doesn't become such a ceremony. Just throwing things behind me. Maybe I should, let me get rid of this box. Okay, now, this, I took the cover off just to save a bit of time. Never seen anything like this before. It says, my very own wall collage. And of course, I'm sure it's sort of geared to, I was going to say kids, but not really. That woman is mature. And I'm thinking if half this stuff is still in there, 750 plus stickers, arranged in any shape. This collage on this box cover is 5.5 by 3.5 feet in size. 150 prints, customized with you. Anyway, I did have a peek in there at the store because, again, we kind of have to, even if we're paying discounted prices, we kind of have to know what we're getting. So, obviously, I didn't look at it all. I did determine that there is a lot in here. A lot of things have obviously been punched out. And one of the things that I put aside, because I have no intention of making a wall collage, are these, just reaching, was a bag of these little styrofoam bricks to bring, to layer, if you were doing this on a wall, to layer and have some depth and so on. So it's not just all a flat surface. So, at some point I'll go through this in, detail. Again, a bunch of stickers. Did I need more stickers? No. but you know, you kind of get what you get. And I like motivational, inspirational quotes and so on. So, yeah, I think this will be fun. So what seems to be a related item, oh, this pouch, 25 cents. I mean, is there, as far as I'm concerned, there are never enough of these. I think what I like about this one, it has this inside pocket, so that if I take a bunch of things to fussy cut, I can put some of the smallest pieces in there and keep them from being damaged or whatever. This says Trippy Collage Kit, and I saw this first. Curate your walls. And then when I saw this fake record, I thought, well, that's awesome. So again, all these, now mind you, some of this stuff is probably, and maybe that's where the word trippy comes in. Okay, so these all appear to be cards. These are printed on one side. Now, yeah, trippy, so a little probably far out for my taste. However, I can see this, any of these things working in an eclectic journal, which I still intend to do, just to prove to myself that I can, as well as collage fodder. And maybe a person does have to be on some sort of drug-induced trip to really appreciate this at its best. Anyway, that is that. Okay, more mainstream is this. Now the brand is Elizabeth Craft Designs. It's called Reminiscence. The book 2, pattern cardstock, 32 double-sided sheets, 120 grams. Now, obviously, some pages are missing, but I don't remember what I paid for this, and this is kind of a weird size, 10 by 7.5. So actually, it could work this way to become signature pages, although, you know, they are a bit heavy because they are cardstock. But I mean, there is a heck of a lot of good stuff here. So expect to see some of these pages resurfacing. So I thought that was good. I always check out the office area, obviously, as I'm sure you do too when you're thrifting. This is sealed. It says Atoma, whatever, how that. Much of it is, well, it's in multi-languages. The original price was $10. I paid $1. Okay, so it says ink-loving 90-gram ledger paper for writing and printing, made in Belgium. And I don't know why, but I keep thinking that sometimes when we see that certain things are made in Europe, I automatically think, oh, the craftsmanship or the quality is better. I don't know if that's true, but that's my story and I'm sticking with it. So this kind of seems to have notches like, what do you call those things? Rolodex papers. So it's just plain white paper with this fancy dancy edge, plus of course this kind of cover. So I figured for $1 that adds a wee bit of interest to what I already have. Now, cootie catcher art. I didn't take, is this cord in the way here? I didn't take a good look at this at all in the store, but we know it's this thing. I think those used to be called fortune tellers also. So I thought I'd relive my youth. Clearly there, each page is the template or whatever for a new design. Wouldn't those be cute to add into a journal pocket or something? Gotta love a paisley. Again, I don't know if anything is, I guess maybe one was removed here, from here. Anyway, I thought that was cool. I paid $3 for this. Now, it is Stampin' Up! Paper. It's called Gingham Cottage, 12 by 12. Does it tell us how many sheets, though? Oh, 48 sheets. And colors, well, why don't I just open it up? It says basic gray, black, blushing bride, calypso coral, garden green, mint macaron, pumpkin pie, real red, smoky slate, so saffron, and white. Oh, and it's two-sided, so that's good. Okay. These, not that I need more pages, but these would definitely work in my blush journal. 4 of those. Pull that aside. Ooh, that screams Halloween. Yeah, sometimes I find I just want a geometric of some sort to be part of, you know, the basis for collage or to back cards or whatever. Now, I suppose, because these are two-sided, it'd be pretty impossible to use them as journaling cards without adding a space to write. But that was a good price for that number of sheets of paper. Now, this seems to me I paid, $1.50. Now these, if I'm not mistaken, are the sorts of files that are used in medical offices, and typically they have all those, oh yeah, they're sort of, I don't know if you can see, sort of score lines, I guess, where, and I've never worked in a medical office, so I don't know. Typically it would have the, I think, first 2 initials of the patient's name and then some numbers that mean something. What is the size of this? So to the edge of the flap is just over 15 inches. So I think that these will be great. Anytime a person can get a good deal on file folders, whether they're hanging, whether they're cardstock, whether they're white or buff or whatever other color, they come in handy for the work we do. And I've been selling a number of packages off my purple, like, well, it's called vegetable dyed piano paper. Say that 5 times fast. Anyway, so in order to protect those pages, I've been cutting up a file folder to sort of wrap around the paper. So, you know, something like that. It goes even for kind of more out of the ordinary reasons. Now this cost $10, and this would be a, I guess that's a Value Village sticker. This is EK Tools. Now I have had other punches of theirs, and as near as I could tell, and I did sort of confirm that with the cashier, it has never been opened. And I thought that this was interesting because, well, maybe we crack it open because obviously I cannot return it. Don't you just hate this kind of packaging? I do have a special utility knife then. It's in the kitchen. That for opening packaging like this so that you don't cut yourself. And anyway, this thing has this slidey thing that allows you to pick, I guess, solid, semi-solid, and maybe more open, and that changes, I guess, these teeth, whatever. So maybe we have something we can try this on. Okay, don't lose the instructions. Okay, again, I've never seen anything like this, so let's hope this works. Is that paper big enough? No, okay. Let's be original. Punch 3, unlock the bottom switch, using blah, 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 blah. Should all insert paper and punch. Okay, it does seem like the first punch shape, there will be 1 punching sound. For the third, there will be 3 punchings. To lock and store, selector should be in the first position. Okay, so let's see what we get. Oh my goodness. Oh. Don't make me take this back to the store because it doesn't work. Well, that annoys me. Okay, let's try position number 2. Okay, that worked. That worked. Okay, so what the heck is the problem with number 1? And typically, the heavier the paper, the easier. Oh, I guess it does, except I had it too close to the edge. Okay. Maybe I don't have to. Oh. Well, okay. I hope that was worth $10. Okay, let me get rid of these. And keep going here. Now this was a box. It's called Scrabble Crossword Cube Game. It looks vintage. At this place, although it doesn't say it was on here, it doesn't say, yeah, I paid $1.50. It doesn't say that it was checked, but presumably they check things to make sure that all the component parts are there. Of course, who doesn't love Scrabble? Oh, cool. A pad of paper, an egg timer. This can, I guess, to put the letters in, like so. A tally sheet. Now, what is this? 14 cubes. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Okay, that's all there. Good, good. Does it give us a date on this? 1964. Cool. My daughter and her man are very much into playing games, especially card games. But we've done some of those as a group. We've done we did that part of the way. No, we started at Christmas Eve, and we did it part of the way on a road trip to Denver. 2-day road trip to Denver. And those murder mysteries, where you get the file and you get forensic evidence and exhibits and so on, that is so much fun. Anyway, when we were at Denver, one way to involve everyone and make sure that everyone's on the same page and doing the same stuff is to play either board games or card games. So we introduced the kids. Now, my son, of course, is older, so he remembered this. But my daughter and her man had never played canasta. And that's a great group game. So, yeah, it was fun. And I guess since we've been home, these guys have been playing against each other, and there's been some lopsided outcomes, and every so often I get a text or a phone call. Okay, so what is the rule here? Anyway, this was a Value Village grab bag, and the thing that appealed to me the most here are these cute little tassels, because they're so colorful. And they have a little, thing there that you could attach a bulb pin or a couple of jump rings to make a dangle or whatever. So now you saw probably how many loose items are. Now the rest of this is mostly wooden beads from Dollarama, but the colors are cool. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I do with those. A package of keychains, which is all, nickel free. Geez, my voice is kind of cracky. Oh, these are good too. So these are split rings that you could attach to something or other. Maybe they're intended for those tassels. Who knows? So we know that these kinds of things, none of this stuff is cheap. Even these beads are $1.50 a box. And I paid $4 for everything. And then, oh, all these red beads must have been in this little tray, which is probably cracked, and that's why they're everywhere. Anyway, oh, something else. Oops. Seed beads rolling around. Okay, some jump rings. Oh, and a stray keychain. Okay, clearly I have my work cut out for me. I don't know, like, I went through a phase. Okay, I mentioned before that I can only wear gold or stainless steel. So, of course, if I wanted any jewelry, like when necklaces were sort of the rage and people were layering them and whatnot, I was building my own jewelry, mainly using elastic cord and, you know, staying away from any kind of findings that would have been metal that would have given me a rash. So I have millions of beads, and I do have to one of these days reconcile what I'm going to do with them, because I haven't worn a necklace in I don't know how long. So I don't know, can I use that space for something more useful to me now? Why am I not including millions of beaded things in every journal project? You know, that kind of thing. I know this doesn't really fit in my filming area here, but I saw this oversized tote bag, Dolfo. I don't know if that, it's neither here nor there. The thing that attracted me, of course, was the paisley design. Really sturdy handles. Even I couldn't overload this to the point where the handles would tear out. I think it has this sort of padded pocket here that could hold probably an iPad or, no, not that one, this one. I don't know if my laptop would fit in there, probably. A couple zippered compartment, another compartment, and I just thought, you know, I could fill that sucker up with craft supplies. So, and I believe that was Goodwill. But wait, there's more. It's like those infomercials late at night. But wait, there's more. Is this not the cutest little thing you have ever seen? And these things actually kind of fold up here. Well, this side does anyway. I don't know what oh yeah. Anyway, I could, I suppose, decide that, I think the wheels even turn. I could decide that from now on my thrifting is going to be limited to what I can fit in one of these baskets, or maybe both baskets. Look, even this part lifts up. But this is just for the cuteness factor alone. $5. Like, is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my goodness. And this doesn't hurt one little bit that this is copper, which is sort of my color. Anyway, these were too cute to leave behind. So let me take them out to the, I'll put them in the parking lot. Okay, quite a few more items. Who am I kidding? I didn't want to leave these behind. Though, what does 6 and 1 mean to me? Nothing. But couldn't that be, for 10 cents each, couldn't that be a cute a decoration on, like as a journal topper or something? So there's that. This place had quite a, or I can't remember, maybe I didn't get them all in the same place, but no, I didn't. I got more playing cards. And I'm kind of tickled pink about that because in my Etsy, and I will be probably adding the listing to Coffee and to the Maker's Market, I have playing card assortments. So I think 100 or more pieces. So, you know, if you don't want to rush out and buy decks and decks of cards, it's a good way to, buying a bundle like that is a good way to get an assortment of cards, different vintages, different designs, different subject matter. Now, our line of machinery tends to be John Deere, so this is kind of cool. Oh, so that's all their logos over the years. Oh, and then each card, well, those are jokers. Each card has a different old tractor on it. And it's all tractors. So these would be great for a farm journal or a green journal. I dare not let my husband see this. Okay, this one is still sealed. Apparently this is some kind of kid-proof packaging. Kid and Hazel-proof packaging. When I was putting together those packages of cards, making up bundles for the listing, oh, for heaven's sakes, I was even looking at our own cards, you know, ones that we had for, say, playing canasta. And some of them, you know, qualified as vintage, so I just commandeered them. Oh, and here's where you get the little... Anyway, maybe I don't need to open that right this minute. But that is a couple of fan designs. Kind of cool colors, but of course they're going to be slippery and new. These are probably just plain. Now these boxes were all sealed. Oh, these are kind of cool. And they're clearly not very glossy. These would be great for altering. I like that. In fact, I might have to take a few of these for my blush pink journal because the size is 3.5 by almost 5. That's pretty well a perfect journal size. Yeah, that's a pleasant surprise. I didn't think they'd be that attractive. I should just take 2 or 3 of these out of here. These are the shape of a flip-flop. Oh, so is this... Well, okay, there's beach balls, parrots, hibiscus, flip-flop. Again, a novelty thing. Kind of shaped like a kidney bean almost. Cute little case. And these 4.7 by 6.7 inches. I think I peeked into this box and they were very snazzy looking. Are those not lovely? Like that is hard to tell what color that is, but again, not very shiny. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. I will just put that away later. Okay, 25 cents for this bag. I like buying reinforcements that are on the sheets. Oh, there aren't that many in here, are there? Oh, maybe there are. Okay, there are these price tags. So those are cool. And then these sheets. Oh, yeah, well, give me one with 4. The nice thing about the sheets is that when you're inking them to give them that distressed look, you can do it the whole sheet all at once, and then they're there ready to peel off and use. And actually, same thing could be done to these too. These are just like 5/8 inch circles. So I would pre-ink these and have them ready to go. I also have some old, probably, I guess, older ones that came in those little green, was the brand Dennison or Kilroy? I don't remember, but obviously loose reinforcements is not very practical. I bought a few packages of these bags. Now the way it was packaged like so, but it said transparent treat bags or whatever. So I thought, well, who doesn't love that color off polka dot? And even if I just use this to pack, you know, things for my shop or whatever, that's pretty cool. So I have a few packages of those. So I'll put that with my sort of packaging materials. Maybe I should do this. We'll just dig into this together. This little bag, these short little handles, which is kind of nice if you're a short person. Nothing like carrying a bag with long handles and have it either bumping into your leg the whole time or dragging on the ground. Anyway, so, well, maybe I should put it aside. It's too much to look at. Now, this was $1, and I picked it because there's trim in here that I thought was very nice. Like, isn't that nice? I can't hear you. Isn't that nice? Would you have left it behind for $1? Let's see what else is in here. Oh, a green plastic thimble, yay. Purple bias tape. A little wider, so I'll probably just wash and iron that. Here's some lovely little trim as well. Shoelace, some embroidery floss, and a thimble. Oh, and this pink bias tape as well. So we'll see how much of this I keep. Trying to be a little more realistic about what I'm actually going to use and what should just get, you know, redonated back to the source. I picked this up. It cost $2, but Stampin' Up, so I'm thinking it should be a fairly decent quality. Blade is relatively sharp. It looks like the tightening happens at this end, whereas with X-Acto, it's up here near the blade. A little tube with some replacement blades. I hope those are all new and not used. But the best part is the fact that it's got this this little container. Like if I want to, excuse me, put together a traveling, craft. If I want to pack up craft supplies for traveling, or when I go to my retreat in the fall, this is a heck of a lot. This is much more safer way to do it than, hope that you don't stab yourself on a sharp knife that doesn't have an end on it. So pretty pleased with that. Now, I paid 25 cents for this. Now, the theme is baby. The brand is Hot Off the Press, which is a brand I've spoken about in the past. Excuse me, maybe a sip of water would help. I thought there were items here that aren't necessarily or aren't limited to just a baby book, but could be cute in other things as well. So for 20, oh, look at those sheep. Sandy. Yeah, cute. 25 cents. Couple of rolls of ribbon. This is from Michael's. 3 yards. This is some red and white gingham, which I did not have, because I feel like I'm going to be doing a country or a homemaking type journal. I paid $1 for this vintage card of buttons. It's got 9 white buttons on it. I can see that, at one point the price on it was 10 cents, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And then, excuse me, twill tape. Twill tape. Now this is cute in that it's only 1/4 inch, which I thought was quite practical. And I can coffee or tea dye that. This is a soft pink seam binding, so I should maybe try dyeing that as well, or at least, toning it down a bit. It could also probably work in my blush colored journal. So I'll put that aside. No, I wasn't quite entirely sure what this kit says. I have fun when. So it's a little, almost like an Altoids tin. It says, we start the thought, you finish it. It's never been so easy to say what you've always wanted. 15 note cards and 15 envelopes. So I opened it briefly and saw these cute little envelopes and thought, oh, how sweet are those? And then I saw these little cards. I have fun when. So I guess they're all folded. So they essentially, you are special because, so they kind of have a little prompt. And then a person fills it out. But my main thing was those envelopes, because they're the sweetest ever. Picked up a couple patterns because they were a good price. I thought this was really cute. And then this just screams 50s to me with the poodle skirts. So, I could see fussy cutting around these girls, or you know, just doing a bit of collage over this and having this, because it's not in bad shape, other than that little rip there. Is there a date on this? Why are these people so afraid to put a date on something? It can't be that. Look at, it's got one of those desktop computers. Anyway, that could be cute as a folio page in a 50s journal, or a cover. Anyway, I thought that one had possibilities. I have a bit of fabric. Oh, let me show you the other thing. There's this. Now this is Recollections brand. It's a 1-inch punch, but because I have been burnt in the past, I know I always ask at the till. I either reach for something in my purse, or I ask at the till for a piece of paper so that I could try out a stamp. Oops, I didn't get it in far enough. And it works even with a single thickness. So I thought that was good. I could even keep that one, well, as a standby, or as a, you know, to put in a crafting kit, a mobile crafting kit. Sometimes it's easier to buy duplicates of things than it is to gather up and carry around your one and only bone folder, your one and only ruler, your one and only pair of scissors. Like, I don't know. I find that a terrible waste of time. Oh, okay. Let me show you these odds and ends, and then I'll end with some fabric. Yeah, this is what that bag looks like, if you're interested. Now it says Thirsty Zone signature. Whoops, just about had all my fabric fall off. Thirsty Zone signature collection. So I don't know if that's intended to carry around 6 packs of something or other. It's got these pockets on the side. I thought that this could also be quite a handy craft caddy type thing, you know. Put a bunch of supplies in there, a ruler, your glues, scissors, and anyway, that was my thinking. Now this is a deck of cards with that sort of iconic Las Vegas you know, it kind of almost looks like a postcard. Sort of the iconic sign, the skyline, some of the big name hotels. Now, of course, there's never a date on any card box, so we don't know what that. This box is in not great shape, but I typically don't throw boxes like that away because they can easily become journal covers. Now this is like I guess I should have done that more carefully. Actually used a staple puller. I do have a bookmark collection because I was collecting bookmarks long before I knew what junk journals were. And this is like a woven, well, this is nice in itself. This is lovely. So that could easily be, well, a bookmark, or it could be a belly band in a journal. I remember once going with my husband to a doctor that he had been referred to. And, you know, we know as the rural doctors are, well, let me not finish that thought. Anyway, so we were in his office, and it was, you know, it wasn't an exam room, it was an office. So he's sitting at his big fancy desk. And as his mouse pad, he had one of those little, like tapestry type mouse pads. I don't know if you remember seeing those, well, several years ago. And I thought, oh, that is so beautiful. It looked like it would be the right size to put on a dollhouse floor. And yeah, I then saw them at Staples or somewhere, and it was something like $25 for that thing. And I thought, yeah, okay, I guess not. Now, well, you saw me open that bag. I didn't know what I was getting here, but I counted very roughly and obviously wasn't paying much attention. I thought I counted 36 or 26 pieces, and I'm thinking, oh, that's great. But some of these are numbers, so clearly there is not the whole alphabet here. So I don't know if, like, I like these kinds of stamps. They're easy to hang on to. Oh, brother, there probably isn't even an H here. Well, let's say I got 10 numbers and a few weirdo letters. Anybody need a Z? Ay, that wasn't a great deal. Okay, this is a brass stencil. I have a few of these. Typically, you see them every so often with the alphabet on them. And I got this one because this is, what are they calling it? Casual. I thought I saw that someplace. How to stencil, how to emboss, casual script. So I will add that to my alphabet collection of brass stencils. Very cool. Okay, and took a dollar chance on these dies. So it's obviously two dancers, two ballerinas. I hope they are capable of cutting something. Then I paid 50 cents for these 2 tape measures. Yeah, not because I need them, but because I thought they would make, they're sort of plasticized. So they're not old, although this one looks like it could be because of that color. Anyway, these could be easily at that price, excuse me, at that price could easily be cut up and used as page, page edging, or, a tie at the top of a tag in a sewing journal. Okay, fabric, and we're done. $1, 21 inches by 42 inches. I don't think I have anything that's truly navy, and we know that navy can be a bit of an issue because there's so many shades. I thought that was cool. And who doesn't love, oh, we have fading. Who doesn't love a, did they fold it so that wasn't visible? Yes, they did. Tisk. I'll run this through the washing machine. There's plenty here. Oh, maybe that rubs off. Plenty here to do something with, though. Okay, we'll add that to a laundry pile. I like this because it is a tone-on-tone stripe. It's a color that I could support. $1.50. It says 1.5 meters. So I think that would be beautiful. I guess the issue, well, is it a blessing or a curse? Then when you have a stripe or a very, geometric pattern, it becomes very obvious if something is askew, which you either then have to deal with, or the blessing part could be it would help you line up your edges. But I think this is cool. Probably doesn't smell bad. Probably just to be on the safe side, run it through the wash machine. Now these are pillowcases, so it was $2 for the pair. And of course, because I had the blush colored thing kind of on my mind, this seemed like, I could probably work with this. Because I'm so short of stuff to work with. So, this smells lovely, freshly washed. So it's got this lace trim and this ribbon that has been threaded through there. Oh yeah, that smells good. We can't always say that about items we thrift. This is obviously, and it says it's just pieces. It was priced at $1. So let's see what their definition of pieces is. I don't have any navy gingham, but again, you can see with the navy polka dots and the navy gingham, we either have the start of something navy. Somebody actually put tape on here and said pieces. So I wonder, was that somebody in their sewing room that did that? But again, for our purposes, even what they're calling pieces, pretty darn big. And I don't know, I don't know if there's any need for it, any market for it, any demand for it, but I want, okay, these look like, is that a pattern? That's an armhole. Or no, that could be. Anyway, I don't know, that's not an armhole, it's too shallow. Yeah, I will wash all this. It seems to me that I want to put together some fabric bundles. And then finally, this I thought of my brother-in-law. I think we'll be visiting there at some point. He is a, where's my staple puller? He's a fisherman. If you know it was a Canadian TV show. I don't know if it ever got picked up in the U.S., but it was called The Red Green Show. That's exactly who he reminds me of. The beard, the multicolored suspenders, the plaid shirt, the sort of homespun advice. Anyway, this says the trout, the whole trout, and nothing but the trout, so help me cod. Yeah. So I would like to see him wearing this. Anyway, I think I will run this through the washing machine as well. Anyway, guys, that is all I have. So I think that other than maybe these things, I think I did pretty well. In your comments, you can tell me what you thought of this haul. and whether or not, well, just tell me whatever you want to tell me. I love your comments. Anyway, thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.